Hey, welcome back to the Now Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here with us. Raucus is my name, and with me this morning is Carla Paris, who's been talking the business of Carnival for the past about month or so.
3 weeks.
Well, 3 weeks, yeah, almost a month. This week will make it a month. So, Carla, how has it been going?
It's been great. We've gotten really good feedback of all of the episodes over the past 3 weeks. As you know, we've covered different topics, events, music, and so on.
Carnival design as well over the past few weeks. So it's been a decent couple of weeks. Some education passing, some business passing, and stuff like that.
Yes.
What do you have coming up for us tomorrow night on the season finale?
So tomorrow night we are ending with a very young and up and coming performing artist, Second Star. And as you know, the whole country knows that he was involved in Second Sunday.
Right. Well, it's his show.
It's his show, you know. And he basically, you know, there were a lot of discussions surrounding the legality of the event.
Right.
You know, various things that took place. So we're going to talk about that. What was the impact on him? What were the business learnings?
Right.
As well as many other aspects of the carnival and business industry that I really wanted to tap into a young mind.
Right.
I thought it important.
But you had a bunch of other young minds on the show so far, in the form of Rome, Sandra Hordat, and Jules Sobian. Tell me, what have you learned during this process so far from these people?
I've learned that when you're really interested in succeeding, that nothing will stop you.
Okay.
You don't need a government grant. You don't need a handout. You need a team of people around you and a desire to succeed.
Now, it sounds like you're throwing shade there for some people.
No, that's not what I'm doing at all.
No, I'm asking because these people that we have seen on the Business of Carnival, they're very much commercially successful people, and in one part of society. I know that there have been other parts of society where, especially regarding Carnival, where people have been either I don't want to say less successful, but a different form of success, because success looks different to different people.
Right.
Right. But tell me, is there like a set goal of what success looks like in order for you to say that you have a successful business in Carnival?
I think that not everybody that's been on this season or even any of these seasons have always started off commercially successful.
Right.
If you take Second Star, you know, he started off, you know, as a young person in the industry. Of course, his father was the late, great merchant. So he started not with any real commercial backing, but starting with an understanding of how do I get into this field? What are the steps that I have to take? And in fact, everybody on the show has started with no real commercial investments initially. So that's the point that we're trying to make, that you have to start from somewhere, tap into those around you, and as you start to grow, the commercial opportunities and so forth will come. What success looks like, to answer your question, differs for people.
Exactly.
You know, but the larger point is, in order to be successful, we want you to make sure that you earn, that you generate income from what you create, so that in the long term, you have something to leave for your estate, for your family, and so forth.
That
belongs to the
you mean
Caribbean.
financially, yeah? Something financially or legacy?
Legacy as well as something financially, because often in the Caribbean, as you know, we create many pieces of art, music, the
daily,
and so forth, that does not come back to us. So this is what the point that we're trying to make. Let us make sure that as Caribbean people, we earn and we generate income, and our intellectual property, you know, remains here.
Yeah. I mean, for me, one of the things I just throwing it out there. You can deal with it in the next season if you so desire. But I would love to know more about the business side of traditional Carnival. Because, yes, we know of commercial success. You know, they have the people who have been making lots and lots of money and generating tremendous amounts of money, and they do it whatever they want with their money, and that's fantastic for them. But I'm really interested to find out more about the traditional side of how these people sustain themselves and how they sustain their businesses year after year, because they aren't the ones with thousands of people coming to their events or coming to see them perform, but they still somehow find a way to be able to make that business work for them and their family all year long. It may not be, it's like, you know, the difference between being the chief of fire versus being a fire officer. You know what I mean? You're still earning an income every year, but it's two different, you know what I mean?
Well, we actually discussed that on tomorrow's episode with Second Star. We've tapped into the question of the Calypsonians and whether or not, young persons in the industry, the corporate sector and so forth, are working with these Calypsonians to help them use social media so that they too can continue to generate brand awareness, because they are our pioneers.
Right.
And we want them, and we want the art form in all senses, not just the soca and the various offsprings, you know, but the art form in its traditional sense, pan and so forth, to continue to generate for us and for, you know, for those to come.
Okay.
So we'll have that very interesting conversation with him, and I'd love to hear your views after.
You sure, Gil? Tell me something. Where can people find older episodes of the show? If you missed any and they want to see them again, where can we go to see them?
So they are on my YouTube channel, Carla Paris, LLB LLM. We have 3 seasons of content from across the Caribbean, Barbados, Los Angeles, Hollywood. We tapped into Trinidadians over there who are flying the flag to figure out how did they do it? How did they start from the ground up with no investment whatsoever, but decide to continue, you know.
When you say no investment whatsoever, what does that mean?
Meaning that there was no seed capital. Meaning that there were no...
None at all? How do you do anything without seed capital?
Because in these cases, they looked within.
Right.
So they turned to their family, they turned to their friends.
But that's still seed capital.
Well, no, not necessarily. Seed capital depends on many different ways. Seed capital could be a company has come to you and provided you with a particular income source in order to begin.
And that's one form.
That's one
But if your
form.
family and friends are like in business class, as the first thing the teacher is like, go to your family and your friends first and make a contract and have an arrangement with them, and you can get capital to fund your business.
Right. So what we are saying is that seed capital comes in many forms, but not necessarily in a form that you may be expecting. Because a lot of the times we hear in the creative industry, I need a grant in order to move forward, or I need
what they need is capital. Yeah, they need capital.
And capital can come from you deciding, I'm not going to wait on an external source. Let me find a way, or maybe I should reinvest from a different company that I started, or, you know, like you said, tap into your friends, tap into your family, but the point is to start.
Right.
And as you start, you can then, you know, start to reap the rewards, and then the commercial opportunities can fly from there.
I mean, I would say it's a lot easier for some people to tap into their family and friends than it is for others. But Carla, we are almost out of time. Before we leave, I know you have some closing words. I want to say congratulations on the Business of Carnival Season 4. And you can take it away and do your closing words. I know you wanted to do some nice closing words.
Yes, no, I want to thank TTT for the opportunity for coming to me to have this partnership, because oftentimes in the creative industry, as you would know, Raucus, as an independent producer, as an independent creative, it's really difficult to start something. You know, I've been producing the show for 3 years, largely on my own without that corporate investment. And many times I was told that in this landscape, people don't invest in content unless it's foreign content. People aren't interested in local content. Educational and business content is not interesting to the country. For local content to fly, it has to be entertaining, it has to be funny. So I appreciate the fact that this partnership took place, and that the station did not wait until a competitor decided to develop similar content to then come on board. And I really want to implore the corporate sector in general and companies, if you see entrepreneurs out there with an idea that's different, don't be that financially, or don't be so risk averse. Take a chance, and that is how the creative industry, the entertainment industry, technology, entrepreneurship will flourish.
Amen. Thank you so much, Carla, for joining us this morning. And guys, don't forget tomorrow night, it's on at 7:30 right here on TTT, The Business of Carnival. The final episode inside Season 4.